Welcome to SurfacePro3TechReviews.com. I'm Neil, helping you shop smarter for your Surface by providing honest and unbiased reviews. Today I'll be reviewing the Moko ultra thin lightweight cover for your Surface Pro 3. Stay tuned and I'll be right back. Before I get into the video walkthrough and show you just how the Surface functions inside this cover, let me tell you a little bit about it. And here are some things I grabbed from Amazon, as well as things I've noticed myself. There is access to all the functions and controls, so none of the ports are blocked with this cover, which nowadays is, I think we could say, a pretty fair or a pretty common feature. This cover, unlike the Manvex cover that I previously reviewed, utilizes the Surface's built-in kickstand, and that's got its goods and bads, because the good, I would say, is that they were able to make this cover thinner by not having to, by leaving that piece out that they would otherwise have to make in addition to cover it. The bad, or the negative, is that once this cover is on the Surface, it's kind of cumbersome to get it to open up the kickstand. So there's sort of a trade-off. But me, in my opinion, overall, it works pretty good that way. It took me a little getting used to. It's ultra slim. It's lightweight. It weighs 9 ounces compared to the Manvex that I reviewed before, which if you haven't seen it, make sure you watch it. That weighed 12.8 ounces. So this one's a few ounces lighter. Even though on numbers it's a small difference, when you hold it, to me anyway, it seems to make a pretty big difference. This one feels a lot lighter when you got it on your Surface and a lot thinner. Another big difference is that there are no bezel around the Surface, meaning that there are no, like in the Manvex, there was part of the leather covered the screen of the Surface. And I even mentioned in that video how when it comes to the swiping down, sometimes that would get in the way. Well, this one doesn't have it. It leaves the screen of your Surface completely bare, and which is a pretty nice function. There's a lifetime warranty, and one thing I have noticed about this company, Moko, is that they provide very good customer support. Over and over on Amazon, as I was researching it for this review, I saw a lot of people who had maybe a different issue or whatever, and in most cases, if not all of them, I saw where they later updated their response and said how people, representatives from the company, dealt with their issues and helped them out, which is pretty good, very good actually. This cover is available on Amazon right now for $12.99. It also has a pen holder, which I'll show you. It's pretty basic, and you can use it with or without the keyboard, the touch cover. And that's enough of the description. Now let me show you how it functions. Before I put my Surface in there, I wanted to show you that on this cover there's actually 2 really small grooves on either side, and they're designed for you to actually slide your kickstand in first into those grooves and then press the top of your Surface into the cover. And there's a good illustration on Amazon that shows you just how to install it. And for me, some of my when I initially was going to review this, I didn't know that, and so I was having a little bit of trouble with the kickstand and this thing staying on there. So that was actually really helpful, and it definitely improved my review for this cover. So it's something good to know. Be sure to check it out. I just installed my Surface in there, and I don't have the keyboard attached, but I wanted to show you just a glimpse so you get an idea of how thin this is. And here's the Surface pen, and you can see that the cover is just a little bit your surface with the cover is just a little bit thicker than the width of the pen. On the cover there is this metal piece, and there are two magnets right here, so that keeps it shut. When you have this in tablet mode like I do, meaning I don't have the keyboard attached, so if you have the keyboard attached, then that's obviously going to be blocking these magnets and your cover will not stay shut. One thing I have noticed about this metal piece is that it's pretty large, and when it sits up against here, although I haven't noticed it that metal piece is touching the screen, it does kind of stand out to me. With that said, I do have a screen protector on my Surface, which I haven't really I haven't done a review, and I mean, I guess it's, what do you say, right? But if you're wondering, I have the Zagg glass screen protector on my Surface, and in my opinion it's an excellent screen protector. I make glasses for a living, and so I know a lot about optics, and glass, you're always going to get your best clarity. So that's why I chose it. It works good with the touching, it works good with the pen, so that's why I went that. There's a review in a nutshell about the screen protector. Anyway, I'll put the keyboard on so you can see it, and I will show you how you would open it. And of course there's many ways, but this I kind of found to be the easiest to utilize that kickstand, just because on the Surface alone, even without a cover, that kickstand is pretty stiff, and of course that's a good thing, because otherwise it's going to slide around on you. You know, you put it there and then it's going to slide open, so it works out good. But just with the case on, it's a little difficult to handle. So, and there's how it looks. And the advantage to this is that you can have all of the angles, the viewing angles from the kickstand itself, you know, so the stand doesn't get in the way of it. You're not limited to the angles of the case, which in many other cases that's the case. Now here is up on top there is a little small recess for the pen right here. I'll put that in just so you can see how it goes. It's pretty basic, yeah, but at least it does give you somewhere to put your pen. And truthfully, I didn't even know that was there until I started doing a review for this cover, and I saw it on the product description, and I saw that there actually was a place for the pen. So that actually works out good. If you saw my review about the Manvex, you would know that I'm not a big fan of having the pen exposed, you know, and you know, because it's going to get snagged on things and it's going to mess up your tip. So that's just one drawback that I would say about that. But I guess it's better than just letting it wander around and getting lost, right? So there's how your Surface fits in there. I will close it. You can get an idea of its size with the cover on too, and you see what I'm talking about. It doesn't, because the type cover is holding is blocking the magnets, it's not holding it, which is expected. And now with the cover on, just so you get an idea, we're looking a little thicker now because of that cover. But holding it, carrying it, which I have been back and forth with me to work each day, it's actually been working pretty good, and it does a good job of protecting it. One also thing to note is that when you're in tablet mode, let me show you, and you want to fold this piece back, Unlike the Manvex, which had a separate strap to keep this back, there's nothing that holds it, so it's gonna flop around on you. And I have seen another model from Moko that seems to address this issue, but on this particular one that I'm reviewing here, it doesn't have that. All right, now let's conclude. Now for the bottom line for this cover. The things that I don't like about it are, one, how the pen is exposed. That's kind of a pet peeve of mine. It seems like it's just an afterthought in so many cases. I think it'd be kind of neat if they, maybe in the binding, you know, of the cover, to maybe make a small recess where it can slide in there in the cover maybe. That would be kind of a neat idea. But anyway, something like this, it's a basic, it provides a, you know, you can put it on paper that it's got a pen cover, but or a pen holder, I mean, but it's pretty basic. Another is how the cover of this case remains flappy, whether you're in tablet mode or if you have it closed with the keyboard on there. And that can be a bit of a hassle if maybe you keep it in a book bag or something like that, you know, where it's gonna get open on you, and or if you're carrying it around, walking with it, using it like a tablet, you got it sliding around the case, the cover. When you got it folded over, it wants to slide around on you. It makes it kind of slippery in a way. So that's kind of an issue too. That metal piece being close to the screen, me personally, I just don't like it. But what I do like is it's very lightweight, it's very thin, it doesn't cover the screen, it doesn't, you know, it doesn't hinder your touch experience at all, which is really a great feature. And the price is excellent. $12.99 for this case is a really good deal in my opinion. I definitely believe it's worth it. I would definitely recommend this case. I would give it a solid 4 out of 5 stars, which is the same score that I gave the Manvex. And that's it. So I hope this review has helped you. As with all of my reviews, I'm not selling you, I'm just informing you, helping you make smarter choices and shop smarter for your Surface. Thank you for watching. If you like these videos, subscribe to my YouTube channel and you'll be notified of any new videos I put. Thank you again for watching.